Welcome back, collective. I hope you guys are doing fabulous and living the best version of your reality. Per usual, welcome back. Let's get into some things here. Oh, yes, we're gonna get into some things because a bitch needs some lip gloss. Yeah, I need some lip gloss. Or we can fuck it up with this. Little bit of lipstick. Get in here, collective. We're gonna get into some things. Actually, let me share the video. Okay. Let's let the people know that I am live. I am live. So look at that. Look at that. We are now live. Celestial Council. So come join. Only on YouTube. So collective, welcome. I'm waiting for a couple of people to get in here. I hope you guys are doing fabulous, living the best version of your reality. For the ones that don't know me, my name is Hierophant Joey, and if you are here, you are newly here, welcome. I hope that you find this to be a safe place for you to spiritually unravel and develop yourself. And for the ones that keep coming back, you are highly appreciated and loved from the depths of my soul, darling. So, good evening. Welcome back to another celestial transmission. Okay? Burn some eucalyptus here. Okay? Keep it cute. Put it on mute. Good evening. Everyone get in here. I wonder if my moderators are in here. Hello. Good evening, everybody. Get in here, get in here. We're going to get into some things. Welcome to the Divine Feminine and Masculine reading, where it don't matter if it's past, present, and future. We're going to get into it, unravel it, fix it, let it go, and keep moving. Okay, so you are here. Okay, so Nati, appreciative to my moderator, best friend, all of that. Homie from the sandbox, you know. We keep it cute. Okay, so keep it cute in the chat. If this is a place that you cannot resonate with or doesn't fit well or feel well, get the fuck out. It's 7:46 p.m. for me. It's 7:46 p.m. here as well. So, the energy for today, collective, right? Divine masculine and divine feminine. The download that I'm getting from spirit is the more preferences that you have or that you create within a relationship or outside of a relationship, meaning dating while you're, fucking sucking and buckling with people, connecting, having fun, whatever the case may be, collective, the more preferences you have, the less chances you have of actually experiencing genuine, unconditional love from someone else aside from yourself. Okay? I mean, that's for a whole nother reading because some of you aren't even experiencing unconditional love for yourself. That's why you have to come on lives like this and talk shit and judge other people because you don't love yourself. You don't have anything better else to do than to break other people down instead of develop yourself, your relationships in other aspects of your life, right? Okay. So, clock it. With that being said, you see how the viewers went down? Exactly. Those are the demons. Those are the people that have no lives, that don't love themselves. So, with that being said, collective, divine masculine, divine feminine, the energy is definitely giving, the more preferences you have, even if it's in a relationship. Because, for instance, right, for an example, if you're in a relationship, you're like, well, I don't like when my man doesn't like that, and I don't like when this happens, and I don't like, and I'm not saying just sit there and take anything and everything. What I'm saying is that a lot of you be very nitpicky about shit that has nothing to do with having a healthy relationship. Well, I don't like when you do that in the kitchen. I don't like when you cook like that. I don't like when you go chill with your boys. I don't like when you're chilling around these friends. I don't like when you're doing that. I don't like when you're with your girls. I don't like when you dress like that. I don't like when you talk to me like that. Right? I mean, where's the unconditional love in any of that? Because you can't change, control how anybody else acts within their natural state. So you know nothing about being unconditional. Okay, granted, got it, right? At the end of the day, what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? Listen to what is being said, and then you know what I'm doing, right? So, with that energy, I kind of feel like a lot of you, whether you're in a relationship or single, the energy is more of like, the more preferences you have on how you want people to act, talk to you, do this and do that, right? You're not realizing that the more slim of a chance that you have in actually experiencing unconditional, genuine love. Because you're trying to control every aspect. You're trying to control your relationships, your friendships, your this, your that. Well, I'm not going to come around if they're not doing this or doing that. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be around when they're not talking like this or doing. Like, you need to understand and understand and understand that for you to experience unconditional love, you literally have to be unconditional. You can't experience something that you're not on the vibration of. So the more preferences that you have during dating, and you're like, well, if he doesn't have this much money, if she can't do this, if she don't look like that, if he can't obtain this and have this by this time and do this by this time, or express his emotions by this time, or do this or show me that, or then it's not going to be, then you're always going to be single, and you're never going to experience unconditional love because you're so busy trying to control every aspect of how the universe or God wants you to experience love. It's crazy. Now, for the dumb people in the back, I'm not talking about just let some girl or some nigga cheat on you. I'm not talking about just let somebody talk to you any type of way. What I'm saying is that when it comes to dating and being in relationships, you have used it so much as a mechanism to validate and acknowledge yourself, and use it to get things done for yourself that you won't even do for yourself, like love yourself, spoil yourself in your own emotions, in your own validations, in your own acknowledgement, in your own solitude, right? Instead, you go to relationships and you date people to be able to feel that way. So what you have learned to do is egotistically use these things, relationships and connections, as a tool to fuel yourself. And this is why it doesn't matter how long you've been in a relationship or how long you've been in connections with this person, and it's not where you want it to be. And it's because you're not where you need to be. Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, or even financially. Clock that. You might have the money, but you have no stability. You might have the stability, but you always have no money. You might have the understanding of emotional intelligence, but you don't know how to practice it and express it. You see how that works? while you're busy nitpicking as to why other people aren't emotionally intelligent. That shit is nefarious. I hope you guys are resonating with the messages. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are resonating. Remember to share the video for the algorithm, like the video for the algorithm, and the yang, which is feminine energy. Actually, it's masculine energy. So there's a masculine for some of you, divine feminine, that is not for you, and you already know it. But that's besides the point, because I gotta go get my other cards. Give me 1 second. Had to get this old tarot I haven't used in a while for this love reading. Love this tarot deck. I love that when I'm doing a reading, people come in and literally like confirm exactly what I'm saying. What are you doing? Not trying to be mean. Sorry. Like, if you would have read the title, you would have knew what was going on. It's a divine feminine and masculine love reading, right? So these are people that come in trying to patrol and control what's going on in other people's realities and realms and shit. I just gotta download. Some of you need to understand that some of you that have all these preferences, if he don't have this, if she don't have that, if his hair isn't long, if her toes don't look like this, if I did this reading before. This is how one track minded you are. And this is how you let other people know that you have no diversity, you are not multidimensional, and you don't know how to tap into no other aspects of yourself other than your ego, whether you're in a relationship or not. Anywho, let's go into prayer. Remember to share the video to your social platforms, collective. Remember that all of my other handles and links are down in the description box, so don't be scammed or have other people reach out to you and charge you for shit that I don't even do. I don't hit up other people. All of my links and shit is down there. You can make your own appointments. I don't hit nobody up for private readings. I don't ever have a message for you. The witch doesn't seek people who need, not the witch, but the psychic or the healer or the whatever doesn't ever seek people who need healing. The people who need healing seek the teacher, the guide, the witch, the spiritual consultant, whatever the fuck you want to call us. Because throughout the generations, we've been called different things to create fear, right? So with this energy, we're going to go into divine masculine and divine feminine. We're going to first go into prayer. Remember to like the video, collective. So thank you, Father, Mother God, for waking us up today, allowing us to be an extension of you, understanding, overstanding, and understanding that we're constantly connected to God, source, spiritual guides, archangels, ascended masters, ancestors, anything that is high vibrational, to get these messages across to the collective of divine masculine and divine feminine, the yin and the yang, so they can be able to unite and come together to see beyond what they can see in the space and time, whether they are single or in committed relationships. Thank you for your love, your wisdom, and support every day. We're nothing without it, and definitely nothing without you. That is the sun, and the sun is me. It is the one, and it is thee. The one that gives us polarity in life. It gave us evolution, polarity, and night. Two lights that derive from the same source. It made us in its image from the ultimate force. It travels through space in archetypes of mind. Where here and below you can also find. As above, it is below. When we transcend, we return and we grow. Remind yourself of who you are as you come from the light of God, as you come from the shining star. So it be. The time is now what, 8:57 or 7:57, which is number 10 when you put it together, numerology. So some of you are coming to a closing of a cycle. And this closing of a cycle is coming to the realization that the more you try to control your relationship, the more that it controls you. Or the more that you become a slave to it. And the less choices you have to escape it. And for some of you that are not in a relationship and are actually single and going through this energy, this is more of not being able to escape the type of people that you keep attracting. For some of you, you keep attracting the same people from your past and you can't escape it. From others of you, it's the fact that you will never have different options because you don't realize that these people are only a reflection of where the fuck you stand emotionally within your own intelligence right now. For some of you, this is being in a relationship and going through the same cycle, the same argument, and both people in the relationship not knowing why this keeps happening or why it keeps reiterating or why we have to keep having the same conversation or why I have to keep telling the person how I feel about something. And it's because both people don't realize how egotistical they are to even notice that they're both the problem. And some of you that keep around exes, that you keep exes around just to feel like you have entertainment or somebody to talk to or whatever the fuck that is, that's your reflection of how you need entertainment to feel validated or to feel like something's going on in your life. You don't know how to be by yourself. You don't know how to just sit with yourself. You like to play games with people's emotions and see how far you can control them and what you can get out of them. And it's going to be very hilarious when God starts to do the same shit to you. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, because it's definitely fire with whoever this cocky ass person is. Anywho, moving on. We prayed, right? Okay. Let's start with Divine Masculine. Or should we start with Divine Feminine? Who we have in here? Divine Masculines or Divine Feminines? Put a 1 in the comments if you're Divine Feminine. Put a 2 in the comments if you're Divine Masculine. And don't tell me y'all don't know how to follow instructions now. Or who do y'all want me to start with? Depending on who you guys are cross-watching for, or if you're watching for yourself. 2. One and 2. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with Divine Masculine. feminine. Well, we have two feminines so far. So with this energy, I'm gonna see what's going on. Okay, let's go to divine feminine. What is the energy for divine feminine spirit? Divine feminine, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. The new beginning right at the bottom of the deck. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And a lot of you are going through a lot of motherfucking healing right now, divine feminine. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light, because some of you, if you're not in a relationship, you're already around the person that you're meant to be with. And for others of you, if you are in a relationship, divine feminine, this person has brought in you a lot of healing to your divine feminine energy. The problem is that within this relationship, if you are in a relationship, it feels like you have too many preferences as to what you think this person should be doing, when in reality, the same things you're telling this person they need to be doing, you need to be doing with yourself. Okay? Especially if they're divine masculine. A lot of the things that you tell this person not to do are the same very things that you do to other people, or that you used to utilize in other relationships. That's the reason why it triggers you from this divine masculine. So the fact that God put you with this divine masculine collective, it's healing you, because you have to accept unconditionally these parts of yourself that you don't like, even if it's through somebody else. Clock that. So yes, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. So some of you are going through like a relationship healing. There's a healing that has to happen through this relationship. Whether it's the relationship of oneself individually from both people, or if it's um the relationship itself collaboratively, right? Either way, the energy looks the same here for divine feminine. A lot of you are going through emotional lessons here. I love what you're saying. I'm glad that you're resonating and that it's helping you find some type of clarity. Um, it's building your emotional strength here. I kind of feel like with divine feminine energy, a lot of you have programmed yourself to think that you don't have to deal with certain shit simply because you provide for yourself, even if you are in a relationship. Well, when are you gonna learn how to unconditionally love somebody, or unconditionally love somebody so they can at least try to reflect it back to you? And I kind of feel like a lot of you, what you're doing right now, divine feminine, is building up your tolerance of shit that you deprogrammed yourself, or your parents taught you because they deprogrammed themselves into thinking, into getting out of that thinking of like, oh, I have to deal with this nigga shit. I have to just sit here and take it. I have to sit here and just get abused and blah, blah, because I have to be taken care of and provided for and protected by a man, right? Then the generation that the women who, I don't have to take this, I can provide for myself, I'll be a single mother. A lot of you grew up in that era with those type of mothers. So now a lot of you are trying to reprogram yourself from the shit that you tolerate, even from yourself. And I'm gonna let that marinate. To be quite honest, divine masculine energy. A lot of you are definitely going through a healing, and it is going to bring you to a higher level of commitment if you are in a relationship in love. But you have to be able to be aware and acknowledge where you are wrong, divine feminine, and where you are trying to control where you shouldn't be controlling. Because love is not about control, love is about the flow of two people intertwining together, right? There's a new adventure that awaits. You and this person could be going on a vacation. Others of you, this is more about you and this person embracing a new chapter of this connection, seeing each other as relationship material for the first time, being able to see yourself committed to this person for the first time. If you're not in a relationship, right, this is a new beginning. For some of you, if you have been dating this person but living separately, you're probably going to live together, get married, get engaged. For others of you, this is more of like healing the relationship with yourself to be able to go back out there and have these new beginnings, right? In dating. Remember to like the video, collective, share the video, check out the other links and handles for other content. Divine masculine. What is divine masculine's energy right now? Reflection. A lot of you are reflecting a lot right now. I can see that for y'all. You're surrendering. Power. Divine masculine, a lot of you have been so used to being in a toxic type of power. Having power because people fear you, not because they respect you. Having power because of what you can do for them, not because you earned it or because they can reciprocate it. Having people love you only when, like I said, you can provide certain things for them and then not having to reciprocate it. But have you ever been in power because you knew what was right for you? And have you had the power to say no or to walk away at any time? Good questions, huh, Divine Masculine? Some of you are learning when to say no and when to walk away and when not to argue and when not to poke the bear and when not to do certain things because it's only a reflection of how much you're not in control of your emotional intelligence. And now a lot of you are starting to see this behavior in either your children or the people around you that you've taken care of for so long. This is God reflecting shit back to you. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all is well and will work out. So for some of you, this is about a relationship or a connection here. And being able to sit down and step away from the connection in the relationship and stop making it about the other person and really make it about yourself, Divine Masculine, and what you're providing and what you're not providing. So then you can be able to have the leeway and the ammo to then question them about what they're providing. That's how you do it. If you're going to do it right. A lot of you are going through surrender. At times, you're realizing, divine masculine, that you must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. And a lot of you, it's not that you have emotions for somebody else from your past, or you're connected to somebody else from your past, or it's not that. It's all of the things that you realize now that you have to let go of for you to be able to flow into the future. Because with all of these things that are vibrationally heavy and negative, you will never be able to manifest this new relationship, this happiness, this joy, these new connections and relationships that you want to have with your children or with other people. They're not going to happen because of the things and systems and codes and generic ass shit that you have in place and that you're still used to, divine masculine. You know when to say no and when to walk away. The question is, will you? It's easier to call the devil than to actually watch the devil arrive. It's like I tell y'all, it's also easier to ask God for something, and then when it shows up, you see how much work you have to do to obtain it and keep it, and then you don't know what to do with yourself. Because it's forcing you to sacrifice a lot of shit that you thought were going to be long term in your life, like certain friends, certain people, certain connections, certain alliances, certain, yeah, no, that has to go. Certain ways of being, divine masculine. Like, for an example, you can't want to be a husband type of nigga, but you're still drinking every day and still doing shit like you're 20 or 19. Leave that to your children. It's time to grow up and open up a new chapter of your life. This is what a lot of you are reflecting about. I can't want a wife type of bitch, or I can't have a wife type of woman, right? But I'm not a husband type of nigga. I'm doing hood nigga shit. You understand what I'm saying? You can't want a good girl or a good woman, but there's nothing good about you. Even if you do have the qualities, emotionally and mentally and physically, your lifestyle doesn't match what you say that what you want. And for the divine feminines that are like, facts, this is only a reflection of you if you have attracted this person. Checkmate. Right? You instinctively know what is right for you, divine masculine. You have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Yes, I understand this is spot on. I'm glad that you understand and resonate. So right now, some of you might be giving each other space to be able to recalibrate and reflect on some of the things and decisions that are about to be made for 2025. I mean, I would do the same. I'm learning to say no, but it's hard. It's only hard because as a child, you felt like you had to say yes to be loved, or do what your parents said to be validated, or just say yes to whatever the feminine, the thing in the relationship was saying for you to do, for you to get what you needed to feel loved. But even when you say no, you will be loved, you will be validated, and even so much more. Why? Because it is self love. It's not hard. What's hard is no longer getting the satisfaction and the validation you get from other people when you say yes. But even better is what you get when you validate and acknowledge yourself because you said no. Think about that for the night. Meditate on that. Express your love. Express your emotions. Express exactly what it is that you want to say. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture, because you need to understand, right? If you're not able to express what it is that you feel and what you think and what it is and what it's a dictatorship. It's not a relationship. It's a dictatorship. And if you're not able to say no and you keep saying yes because you're afraid of what happens when you say no, doesn't that sound like emotional rape, sexual rape, physical rape, mental rape? Have you ever thought about that? And how you're raping your soul into actually expressing what it wants to express? Trigger warning. Some of you are in relationships and you're not even in true love. Some of you are going to be releasing a relationship that you have been having for a long time this year. And it's because whoever this person is not your soulmate. You feel it, you know it. And this person was only meant to come around into your life to help you heal. And a lot of you are about to realize that. Others of you, there's somebody that you're in connections with that you keep asking the universe if this person is your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Stop asking. This has been popping up in readings for like the past 2 months. Never looked at it. Never looked at it that way. Thank you. Yes, of course. That is the purpose of being able to sit with yourself and ask yourself these questions and ask God, which is your higher self, right, within you, what is worth waiting for. And sometimes a lot of you say yes to things because you don't want to wait. And for others of you, this is more about this soulmate. This is your soulmate. You just have to be fucking patient. You just are learning that you are an emotional narcissist, and because you don't feel, you know how to emotionally act a certain way to manipulate other people and getting them to be under your control. And a lot of you have realized that, and you're trying to change that and heal that. Great, granted, clap, clap, clap. Okay, but it doesn't mean that it's just going to speed up the process and on when God sends in your soulmate or when your soulmate's going to be ready. So hold that, okay? This is your karma for wanting to emotionally manipulate people in your past. Divine timing is at work in your love life right now. You just have to accept it for what it is. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus with this soulmate energy. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, finances and career in reverse. Forgiving and learning. A lot of you have a lot of forgiving and learning to do. Of both. A lot of you are very one-sided when it comes to how you look at things because of uh, your own forced fears. And I say forced fears because I feel like they were forced on you by a system, by a parent, by a family member, by whatever it is. And a lot of you need to realize that the reason why you're always in poverty and you never have the money that you need, or you never have the resources that you need to be able to create the changes and the shifts that you need, or the emotional intelligence to make the decisions that you need to be making with your kids, with your relationships, with this, with that, and you're always emotionally manipulating yourself through things and telling yourself that, oh, I'm just leading, is because this is how you narcissistically emotionally manipulate yourself. I'm still learning to forgive people. Well, this is the thing. The forgiveness is not about people, it's about you. It's better to forgive yourself and allowing those people to be those type of people in your life. Because these people only did those things because you allowed them to. So it's not really about forgiving the people, it's more about forgiving yourself and why you allowed them to do that in the first place. Because some unhealed aspect of yourself allowed that. And I'm hearing the honeymoon stage is over in a relationship. It's just about to get real. So Take it as it may. If you don't start seeing shit from a different perspective, whether you're the divine masculine or the divine feminine within the relationship, yeah, this is over. And it's 2022, which is 222. Something is out of alignment here. The Empress, Taurus and Libra, the Three of Cups and Pisces. There's gonna be a celebration here. Somebody is celebrating you. Somebody's giving you gifts. Somebody's giving you flowers. Somebody is validating how much you actually mean to them. Whoever this Taurus Libra energy is, Pisces. They might have Pisces in their chart. Or this could be just an emotional gesture here. Some of you didn't view this person as emotional until this happened. The Seven of Cups. Some of you are very emotionally confused as to where this is going because this is getting emotionally real for you. The King of Cups, exactly. You didn't know how emotional this person really was when they're actually into somebody and want to show them how much they really care. And this is because they view you as the star. You're probably in your Aquarius energy, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But whatever this is, right? Or you might be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Yeah? But whatever this is, you're watching this person put in the work and now it's putting you in fear. Because like I said, it's easier to call the devil than to watch the devil arrive and knock on your door and be like, did you ring? You know what I mean? You asked for something and you thought it would never happen, and now that it's happening, you're afraid. Goes to show how much emotional fucking lessons you have to learn about yourself, huh? This can be somebody who's going through drinking lessons. This person is trying to shake off bad habits that they probably picked up from their father or their mother. Or this is how they cope for being the provider in everybody else's life, whether it's financial, emotional, whatever it is. For others of you, this is somebody who can't get enough of like watching you here. This King of Cups is definitely watching the shit out of you. For some of you, this is somebody that you don't even know. Or for some of you, this is somebody from your past who wants to come back in, but they're watching you before they do. Because because they figured out that preferences don't get them what they want. Just because I prefer being with this type of person does not mean that I'm gonna experience love with them. And they experienced love with you in the past, but they didn't want to be with you because you weren't their preference. You weren't what they could bring around their family. You weren't what was gonna satisfy them through the eyes, through the flesh, right? But through the heart, it was. So now that this person ran out of preferences and ran out of options and ran out of whatever, this person is watching to come back in because they know that you can make them happy. The Nine of Pentacles. So they wanted to come in to do the work here. They could be a Taurus or a Cancer or a Scorpio. The Lovers, like I said, they're coming in for that relationship spot. When Mars in Cancer is over, which is the 24th of February, this person is coming in for sure. They've been working on themselves here. The Artist, yeah, the Magician, the Ace of Swords, and then the Fool. Yeah, this is the truth. The truth is that I've been working on myself. The reason why I had to ghost you, do this, do that, fall off the radar is because I knew that I was the narcissist that couldn't fall in love because of my own narcissism of wanting to control how I wanted to fall in love. Or using my preferences as a way to control other people to be able to get what I wanted. Right? Now this person is coming back in. For others of you, this is the person who is actively in your life right now healing. You're watching them go through it, but you want to control how they're doing it. And in reality, you have to control how you're doing you and healing you, because this person is only a reflection of your own healing. And until you don't get out of your ego and realize that, it's never going to evolve. And you're not going to ever evolve emotionally enough to be able to attract a new type of partner. Right? The truth is for the new beginning to happen with the Aries, the Fool, the Ace of Swords, and the Artist, is the fact that you have to work on yourself. Instead of trying to sketch what everything looks outside of you, how everything looks outside of you, and trying to internalize it, sketch how everything looks internally inside of you and re-sketch the sketch, and then your reality or your relationship or connection will change. I.e., change your preferences, change how you see love, right? And stop materializing it and making it a physical thing, or about looks, or about if they do this or do that, or if they have this or have that. And then you will be able to see through the heart or through the soul of the heart and be able to see unconditionally who genuinely loves you for you, whether you're in a relationship or not. Collective. Oop. Somebody here leaves a relationship that they've been working so hard to make the other person happy. They leave this relationship and go back to somebody that told them this was going to happen, that they were overworking in a relationship to be loved. Sagittarius, Gemini, Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio. Oop. There goes that. Well, I hope that this reading served you in some way, shape, or form. If you found that you resonated with the reading, please do like the video, subscribe, hit the little bell, notify yourself so when I go live, you know every Tuesday I go live, okay? Hey, I got a question. I looked at someone and felt like I was falling. Okay, this has a lot to do with your judgment of character. Do you even know them? Ask yourself that. What were you falling for if you don't even know them? You can live with somebody 20 years and not even know them. They can hide shit from you. So ask yourself, what were you really falling for? My point exactly. You're falling for preferences in what you find attractive through the flesh and through your eyes, and not actually reading people and knowing them through their heart. You can't fall for somebody that you're just meeting. That means that we spend one night together. Exactly, that's all flesh. You don't really know that person. You knew the front that they put up to you to get what they wanted. I love you, collective. I'll see you next time. If you have other questions, book your private reading. The link is down there. Check patreon.com/star-joey for other content. And I will love it if you hit the bell for the notification, hit the like. I will see you next time. And I love you from the depths of my soul. I love you. Figure it out. And I'll see you next time. Bye. It can't be soul recognition if you just had sex with them in one night. Good night.